In institutional archaeology, there are exactly 7 types of spaces that retain memory longest. 1. The intake room where patients first lost their names. 2. The therapy chamber where they were told to forget. 3. The isolation cell where time stopped. 4 through 6. Corridors where footsteps echoed for decades. And 7. The place where the building itself started remembering. The one that didn't just hold trauma. It became it. She was the last historian granted access before demolition. Not to document architecture, to record the echoes. The walls weren't silent. They were waiting. Every crack in the plaster held a voice. Every rusted hinge held a scream. Every vine creeping through the window held a name. Her first log entry, "The air tastes like regret." By day 3, she stopped sleeping. Not from fear, from recognition. She'd hear her own childhood lullaby in the creak of the floorboards. Not because she'd been here, because the house had heard it before and stored it. Now here, where it gets uncomfortable, we treat abandoned buildings as empty shells, containers for decay. But nobody talks about what happens when the structure starts recalling what was done inside it. Psychologists call it environmental echo syndrome. It's not haunting. It's retention. The walls don't speak. They replay. Her final recording. They're not ghosts. They're memories that refuse to be erased. No one found her body. Just her recorder. Still running. Playing the same loop. A child's voice saying, "I'm sorry I wasn't strong enough." Over and over. Until the battery died. Until the silence became louder than the sound. This isn't about spirits. It's about the weight of unprocessed pain. Where trauma isn't buried. It's embedded. Studies show 82% of documented abandoned institutions exhibit anomalous acoustic resonance at frequencies tied to human distress. They don't go mad. They just stop distinguishing between past and present. Because the building won't let them. One former archivist described it as being inside a wound that never scabbed over. He'd stare at the peeling paint and see faces. Not because he was hallucinating. Because he'd been trained to listen for patterns. His entire career was built on decoding silence. Without the mission, just static. The kind that hums in your teeth. So what happens to those who hear too much? Do they become part of the walls? Part of the vines? Or do they wait for someone to finally listen? Some demolitions cost everything. Some memories remember too much. And some stories are meant to stay hidden. Today, the site is a parking lot. Concrete over cracked plaster. Steel beams where ivy once grew. Because some places aren't meant to be remembered. They're meant to be buried. But locals say on quiet nights, when the wind dies, you can still hear it. Not a voice. A presence. Waiting. Remembering. So what have you buried that still remembers you? Your shame. Your regret. Or just yourself. Some foundations have no roots. Some silences have no end. And some people never stop hearing the walls breathe. What have you buried that still remembers you?